Japan is a world leader in the field of robotics thanks to advanced research, development, and applied technologies. On Monday, an 18-meter Gundam robot capable of walking, squatting, and moving its arms was unveiled in Japan. The robot, as conceived by the creators, will help revive tourist interest in the country affected by the coronavirus pandemic. He was created in the image of a character from the Japanese cartoon Mobile Suit Gundam, first released in the late 1970s. The animated series is based on the story of huge combat robots piloted by humans. The series has spawned several spin-offs as well as games, anime, manga, and has fans all over the world. Japan is actively working on the introduction of robots into everyday life. Earlier this year, robots were used as fans at baseball games in Japan. In addition, robots appeared in stores in the country, which prompt people to observe physical distancing and use masks. There are a huge number of robots in the world, and each of them has its own purpose. For example, humanoid robots from Boston Dynamics can be used in construction and for loading heavy loads into cars and ships. But among all of them, there are devices that help older people with daily tasks and do not let them feel lonely. Recently, the Japanese company Z-Stone has created a robot called Hiro-chan, which partly solves this problem. It is made in the form of a baby capable of expressing emotions. The creators believe that while taking care of him, people from nursing homes will feel that someone needs them. But why does the robot have no face and is able to reproduce only sounds? Stone employees decided to create a robot without a face due to the fact that at the moment, no one was able to create a mechanism capable of realistically depicting emotions using facial expressions. No matter how hard engineers try, when looking at emotional robots, a person has a fear of an ominous valley. In order not to scare people, engineers decided to create a robot that expresses its emotions exclusively with the help of sounds. Using hundreds of different recordings of baby screams and laughter, they ensured that the robot changes its mood as smoothly as possible and does not cause hostility. When a person takes a robotic baby in his arms, he understands this with the help of accelerometers, which report a change in the position of his body relative to the surrounding space. If you hug him and thereby express love, the robot begins to experience joy. It is worth agreeing that the idea of Z-Stone seems very strange. At the moment, we cannot say for sure whether the robot will really be able to save elderly people from loneliness. But perhaps the researchers know something that we don't understand. It's not for nothing that they decided to work on such a strange project. It will not be difficult to test the Hiro-chan robot in practice. Due to the lack of a complex mechanism for expressing emotions through facial expressions, the creators were able to achieve the lowest possible cost of the novelty. It is reported that it costs no more than 5.5 thousand yen, which in terms of our money is about 3,000 rubles. Many nursing homes will be able to afford such a robot, but the demand will surely arise only from Japanese institutions. For residents of the United States, and even more so in Russia, robotic technology still seems to be something suspicious. But in Japan, they have become something quite familiar. A Japanese robotics company has attracted a lot of attention with its unique heavy machinery. A humanoid industrial robot that can be controlled by a person remotely. With increased attention to artificial intelligence and concepts such as specificity, we sometimes forget that robots have been around for a long time and that they can be a very valuable tool even without advanced machine learning or the ability to move independently. Think of industrial robots in modern automated car factories or mine clearance robots that help people, and these are just a couple of examples. Currently, a Japanese company is trying to bring attention back to these modest creations with the help of an ingenious humanoid superpowered robot capable of performing all kinds of useful routine work, as well as appeal to fans of manga and anime fur. This robot, designed to perform maintenance work in various fields, such as repairing railway tracks or replacing or repairing road signs, can replace a team of workers and thus reduce the risk of serious industrial accidents. It can lift and move heavy loads, such as steel pipes, plates, or wires, and do its job as well as any human because it is controlled by a human. The humanoid robot Zinky essentially repeats the movements of a person inside the cabin of heavy machinery. A person puts on special glasses associated with the robot's eyes and can clearly control the movement of the robot's hands using technology developed by the company. This is one of the strongest advantages of human-controlled robots, since the founder of Jinky claims that it is extremely difficult to create a technology that can recognize the necessary force for various types of interaction and control it electrically for a giant robot at a given time. By synchronizing their movements with the robot, the human operator can use the technique to perform complex tasks that require both strength and dexterity. The Jinky technology reportedly allows the operator to transmit a sense of the force of pressure that needs to be applied to the robot. According to Dr. Kenaoka, the idea of humanoid industrial robots came to his mind after a strong earthquake that occurred in Japan in 2011. His country has always been considered a pioneer in the field of robotics, but when they needed this technology the most, there was nothing that could help, so people had to face dangerous situations. Toyota Motor Corporation has introduced a humanoid robot that can play the violin together with a group of musical robots. His height is 5 feet. He has an amazing ability to learn to play the violin with the help of a hand with 17 computer-controlled joints and flexible fingers. Asimo is one of the best robots used in Japan, thanks to advances in robotics and automation. This mobile robot is an advanced humanoid robot with a height of 4 feet 3 inches and a weight of 52 kg. It can work both from the workstation and from remote control via the remote control.
Thanks for watching. Put likes and subscribe to the channel.